Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So we're here, day 2, episode 2. What's going on? Close this. All right. Restart that. Cut that out in editing because I don't know.
It's okay.
Let's try that again. All right. Yo, good. You see, bro, if I did the class this morning, because I have a bad habit of like I wake, because you know how I told you I wake up easily, like I get up right. So like let's say the class is at 8, I can get up at like 7:55, and obviously if I'm not recording, I just jump into my class and start teaching, right? But then like if you see me, I'm like, I don't look the part. I'm all like dead.
Yeah, you're still kind of sleepy.
I look like I just woke up.
Are you? You're not a morning guy, right? I'm not a morning guy at all.
No, I'm not. You know what it is? I can function without much sleep. I can wake up. I'm an anytime kind of guy. I prefer nights, but I can be up in the mornings as well. But usually, what makes me really tired is the cats, man. Like I don't sleep like 3 or 4 hours like solid sleep. I just get woken up so much. It's really affecting me, man. So that's why I'm like.
They meow to it?
Yeah, they meow, they roll around.
They play, they jump, like they'll literally, like the boy, like he's the most clever one. Like in his final attempt, like if I try to ignore him, he'll literally jump like over my head, like on the pillows. Like he will, like it's really bad, man. The other ones at least will just meow, but he's really like, if you don't give him attention, he will just all morning, man. And it's not even like he's hungry. He's just bored. Me and my wife, we just say that he's bored because we'll get up, we'll feed him, we'll give him water.
How old is he?
Like 2 or 3.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because usually when they're around like the 1 to 9 month range, they need the attention.
There's a way to train them and discipline them. There's a way to do it. If he checks on YouTube, maybe I can find a video for him.
Like spraying them like with water or something?
I mean, Lilo, our problem with the orange cat, she jumps everywhere on the countertops, on the kit. Like we have to close our pots because she'll try to eat the chicken. She's one of those like that type of cat, bro. She's like,
I have, trust me, Nala, the one that I was just, me and my wife, we call her Nala Bond, like James Bond, because we caught her one time, like, because the trash is a bit deeper, so like her back 2 feet, she's like hanging, like a claw, and then she's like hanging down into the trash, and like so we just walk into the kitchen and we're like, yo, what is this? So ever since then her nickname is Nala Bond.
That's like our cat Noor. Because we have a bad habit of leaving like the trash bag, like because we have to walk a long hallway to throw it in the chute, so we leave it by the door, right? Our little cat Noor, the white one, since she's like an outdoor cat, if she knows there's like meat in there, she'll start ripping the trash bag and making it leak and then take out whatever's in there, and then we have to like scream at her and spray her, and because sometimes we can't leave trash at night, so
you wake up and I'll find like chicken bones under the bed or something.
Yeah,
same thing. Anyway, we said we're going to start. Let's begin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'd like to welcome everybody. This is episode 2. Inshallah, we're going to continue where we left off, and then trying to stay true to the series or what we're trying to do here. We're going to keep these sessions short. The classes are going to be 15, maybe 20 minutes. Usually when I teach one-on-one, it's 15 minutes. So when I do one-on-one sessions, it's 15 minutes. So since there's 2 of you, that's why I say maybe 20, because then it's like kind of like 10-10, So it's even more impressive, right? Like if somebody can learn just really, and the reason why I do these classes, and I just want to say this because I didn't say this in the last episode. Oftentimes people think it's 15 minutes enough, right? And they send their kids to like after school programs. There's after school programs in the mosque. You might have seen them where kids sit down
madrasa, right?
Madrasas and stuff like that, yeah. And the kids, the parents, they'll send them for like 2-3 hours, but they're not reading for 2-3 hours. Like I want you to imagine if there's a teacher and there's like 30, 40, sometimes even more kids, like they're all rotating in that 2-3 hours. They're sitting in the mosque maybe and like talking, practicing maybe but one-on-one time with the teacher is usually not even maybe 5 or 10 minutes, And from my experience, you'll have like one teacher, and like my teacher used to teach multiple kids at the same time. So he had the ability, and I could do that too. You just put them left, right, read from here to here, and I can hear, whatever. So sometimes it's not even one-on-one time. It's just like group, mini sessions. So that's why, this is pretty much the same thing, but more concentrated. So inshallah, it works. All right, so let me do this so I can test you guys.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna erase everything I have here. I'm just gonna circle it and I want you to say it for me, all right?
Got it.
Oh, all right. Okay. Go ahead.
Ghain.
Say it again.
Ghain.
One more time.
Ghain.
So one thing I don't like what you do when you do ghain, you do something with your lips where you go ghain. You see, I don't know if you notice yourself, you go ghain, your lips, they come out. Try to just say, yeah, just try to say ghain and push it out from your throat. Look at my mouth and look at my lips. I'm able to say ghain and pretty much my mouth stays like, it doesn't change. Ghain, ghain. Okay.
Ghain.
Yeah. You can move your mouth. I'm just trying to exaggerate, but don't think that your lips is what helps the sound come out, because it's a throat sound 100%. You push it out with your throat and with a little bit of help from your lips, okay? Ghain.
Ghain.
You see, you're kind of using your teeth as well. Going ghain. Relax.
Okay.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Again.
Ghain.
Again, it's okay. Say hi to the cats, guys. We both have cats.
Ghain. She's doing.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Raw. Say raw. Raw. Now good. Now follow that and say ghain.
Ghain.
Better, yeah. Ghain.
Ghain.
Okay, next letter.
Ain.
Very good. Ghain. Raw. Say raw. Think of it in English like this. Raw. Ghain.
Ghain.
Some people, they write it like this. It's also ghain.
Ghain.
Yeah. Okay. When you do it, it just feels like it's like rigid here, like ghain, like just relax. Ghain. All right.
Kha.
Kha. Okay.
Kha.
There you go.
Val.
Very good.
Va.
Perfect. Okay, sister, your turn. We stopped here, right? Yeah, it was here.
Yeah,
okay.
Sheen.
What's this one?
That one is Sin,
Very good.
Dal,
Very good.
Za, Shin, Ra,
Again.
Ra,
Very good.
Zal,
Okay.
Ra,
One more time.
Ra.
Kha. Yeah.
Hang
Okay.
on. Kha,
Very good.
Ha,
Better. Could still be a bit more from the throat. Ha.
Ha,
There you go.
Jim, Tha, Ta.
Very good. All right. Yalla, bismillah. Now let's continue with you. We're going to go back to the lesson. Very good, both of you. We're going to start with you because I think you know all your letters, right? So let's finish the letters with her, and then we can move on to the next page together. First, go ahead. What is this letter? Asnaf? Is that how you say it, right? Asnaf?
Yeah, Asna. Yeah.
Asnaf? Go ahead.
Sod.
Very good. Okay, sister.
Sod,
Very good. So this is like a heavy S. Okay, scene sound. They both start the same. Like this one starts scene, and then this one is sod. Okay, scene, slod, scene, slod. This is the light version. This is the heavy version. Okay, this is the fat one. This is the one on a diet. Okay, sod. Go ahead.
Sod.
No. It was cleaner before. More of a sound at the beginning. Sod.
Sod.
Yeah. Sister?
Sod,
Very good. This one, same thing. Go ahead, Asnaf.
Dod.
Yeah, same thing as in it's a heavy letter. Okay, and I usually write it like this, best I can. Okay. And sister?
Dod.
Good. Try to make it a bit heavier. Okay. Dod.
Dod.
Very good. Asnaf?
Dod.
Yeah. So the way you say this letter, okay, you take your tongue, the side of your tongue, and you like put it up where your molar is to the side. Dod.
Dod.
Very good. Sister?
Dod.
Very good. Okay. Next one, Asnaf.
To.
Very good. This one, you put your tongue behind your top two teeth. Right here, at the roof of your mouth, behind your top two teeth, and you push.
This one I always remember because there's a sheikh I know, his name is Ta, Sheikh Taha.
Nice, mashallah. That's also a surah in the Quran, you know that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, sister. Ta.
Try. Go.
Ta.
Again.
Ta.
Good, not bad. Make it a bit heavier because you don't want to say T, right? If you get like a T sound in there, guys, by the way, if you say your ta and it has like, and you go ta, right? You don't want to get that t sound. That's for ta, T. This one is like kind of like a heavy D, and it's like a D and a T mixed kind of, and it becomes like ta, ta, ta.
Ta.
To.
Yeah, make it more fuller if you can.
I'll make the ta sound. Make to. To.
Ta. Ta. I can't. Wait.
No, that's good. That's good. Again, ta.
Ta.
Very good. No pressure, by the way, guys. Like pronouncing things, like no one expects people to like get it on the first try. There's some letters that people like, even me, there's some letters that I struggle with to this day. Like, some letters, for even me personally, like I ask my teachers, like, like I sometimes I really feel like I'll never be able to say it properly. And one of my teachers, like one of the advice he literally gave me was like, make dua that Allah helps you pronounce it properly. Like that's like, and that's somebody like, myself who's been practicing for years, and even people that finish qaida, you're going to notice if you have a problematic letter and for example, you don't get it and you struggle with it on this page, we have the rest of this book. It's going to come up over and over. There's no escaping it. Then once you start Quran Arabic, you're going to constantly be practicing it. So even if you don't get it, but that was still pretty good. So I feel like you guys have a lot of pressure.
That's how I feel about line.
Yeah.
Like that one is always problematic.
Yeah, but you're pronouncing it okay. It's almost there. It's just something off about how you're saying it. I just feel like your mouth is really like loin. It's very stiff when you say it. You can say it more relaxed.
Kind of weird, kind of uncomfortable, vocal feeling. Trying to, I don't know. It's something.
It is, and a lot of people, especially people who never like English speakers from America, bro. We don't have. The only time someone in America is gonna say is when they're gargling and they're brushing their teeth. It's not part of like daily conversation, even kha. But for an Arab, like kha and ain, these throat letters, they like roll off of their, not tongue, but like their throat. Like they're so used to it. It's since they're kids, So of course you're going to feel a tickle in your throat. I know students, they practice these letters and they complain to me. They're like, oh, my throat hurts from scratching too much. Yeah, naturally, because you don't do it all your life. You wake up one morning and you're scratching your throat all the time. Obviously, it's going to be a bit weird. So you have to be, take it easy a bit. Okay, so one more time, sister. Ta.
Ta.
Yeah, you just want that full sound, Ta. That's what makes it sound right. Ta.
Ta.
Very good.
Ta.
Very good. Asnaf. Go ahead, say it for me.
Oh, you already got it.
I already got it. Huh?
Va.
Very good. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sister, go ahead.
Da.
No, so this, huh?
Da.
So bring your tongue out and make it fuller, make it more awesome. That's, remember the awesome letters, the heavy letters? Let's make it more heavy.
Try it.
Don't look at me because you're making me laugh. It's your face. Okay. Bismillah. Da.
Again.
Da.
Better, but you can still make it more fuller. More heavy. Da.
Da.
There you go. Now more vibration.
Da.
Da.
So the motion of it is like you start from the top and you drop your jaw like.
Da. Okay, and just make sure you're vibrating it because you have to be blowing air and vibrating with your tongue. You have to feel that vibration in the air leaving your mouth when you say it.
My wife's asking, she said like the word volume.
Yeah,
that word.
Yeah, the word volume, volume. Yeah. Okay, no problem.
I'll have to practice on that one.
No, it's not bad. None of these are bad. They're like, if anything, they're like 70, 80% of the way there. Okay, go ahead. Asnaf.
Ein.
Ain.
Ein.
There you go. You see how you open your mouth there? Even with the ain, the first time you said it, like if you play this back, it's like your mouth is like, it's like you have like braces or something, you know, those something's holding your mouth.
My saliva got stuck and it made like a bubble and it just made the word hard.
One more time. Ain.
Ein.
Yeah, make sure you're focusing. Just push it out your throat. Easier that way. Ain.
Ein.
Okay, sister. Ain.
Ein.
Very good. Okay. That's enough. Next one.
Oh boy. Ein.
See how you're going wine. If you see the recording or look at yourself, even now, look, can you see yourself in the camera? Say it again.
Wine.
No, we did it again.
You see how your lips are coming out? Wine, like that. Look, raw, wine. There you go. That was good. Okay. It's just about opening your mouth enough to get the thing out of your throat. Raw. You don't want to do this too much. You don't want to say raw, because then you're adding like that W in there, right? Wine. No, we want to just say wine. Okay.
It's like right? Ayn,
Good. So you made good. You said ayn and then you said ghain, but you made it a bit light. You said the ghain. Make it a bit heavier because it's a heavy letter. Ghain. No, you're saying ghain. It's like a bit light. Yeah. Add a bit more aw to it. Okay, make it fuller, heavier. Ghain.
Awesome.
Better? Say what he said. Say ghasam.
Awesome.
You got it. Now say ghain. Better. Again. Ghain. There you go. Now it sounds much fuller, much lighter. Before you were saying like ghain. It's more, it was like bring it down a little bit more because the higher you bring it up, then it's scratching more. Ghain is a bit under. Kha is a bit higher in the throat. And then you have ghain, okay? Ghain.
Because I thought it was like the same, but with the r, it's not.
Yeah, I made that mistake too.
Ghain.
Ghain.
Good job, guys. All right. Asnaf.
Fa.
Sister.
Fa.
Qaf.
See your lips, your mouth, you're going off. It's okay. It wasn't bad, but just relax a bit. Off. Much better. Sister.
Sorry, I have to burp. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, it's the apple. Okay, I'm sorry. Bismillah.
You have to burp or you have to cough?
I had to burp.
You have to cough.
So sorry.
Go for it.
Cough.
Okay, one more time. Cough. Very good. And there's a subtle difference, and this is for people watching, between calf and cough. Calf is like the K. Calf is in your mouth, up here. But cough is in your throat, right at the beginning of your throat. So watch this. I can start from calf and bring it down to cough. Now it's in my throat. All the way to the front. It's like a, right? So calf is a K, cough is like the from the throat. Cough, and then brings us to the next one. Asnaf, what is this?
Calf.
Very good. By the way, let me just write this because I didn't write it for people who are watching. I'm going to start from here. I'm going to write the English under.
I think it was the Jamaicans that said, get the coffee, or something like that. Coffee. Yeah.
So ayn, there's no a in English. So I'm going to write it like this with the A. And I'll put like, people usually put an apostrophe or they'll put, in Arabic, the number 3 represents ayn when they text. So.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. They have their codes. You can say ghain like this, but ghain, okay? That's fine. Let's keep it like that.
Line.
Okay.
Off.
Then I write calf like this because it's like a baby calf, you know, the cow. Okay.
Yep.
And then I write lamb like this,
Lamb.
like a baby lamb.
Like a meme.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah. Or yeah, meme would be like when we used to call them memes.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. And then wow is like literally like the word wow.
Wow.
And then this is like ha. And then this is Hamza.
Hamza.
Yeah. And yeah. By the way, okay, we haven't gotten to this. Oh, let's just get to it, then I'll explain it. Go ahead. Next one, Asnaf.
Lamb.
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 Sister.
Lam.
Asnaf.
Meme.
Meme.
Okay.
Noon.
Noon.
Wow.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Ha.
Relax. You felt a little pressure there. I felt a little. You were.
I was kind of like,
I felt that. Okay. Just directly. Ha ha. Hey, how you doing? Ha.
Ha.
That's it. Good job. All right, Hamza.
Did you do ha?
She did it. Okay, go ahead, Hamza. Both of you.
Hamza.
Hamza.
Okay, and then yeah and yeah.
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 Okay. By the way, the letter is Hamza with a ha, the heavy one, the H. Hey, how are you doing? Ha. Okay, but there is also the name in Arabic of a person, like the uncle of the Prophet ﷺ. I'm sure you've heard somebody with the name Hamza.
Yes. Hamza the lion.
The name of a person is with this one, the throat one.
Oh, God.
Hamza.
The two are the same, the one above?
He's saying those two are basically
The
the
same?
same in terms of pronunciation, like the beginning.
Okay, so
Which
and then
ones?
the yeah are the same.
You're saying about Hamza and Ha.
Yeah, Hamza and ha. Hamza and ha. These two are the same. Ha, Hamza. Look, you see this?
Yeah.
That's a ha. When they write how to say the letter in Arabic, you see they wrote it. The first letter is actually a ha. This is how ha looks when you write it at the beginning. It's the same letter. So they're telling you that this letter, okay, it starts with a ha. When you say it, Hamza, this letter, ha. Ha. So you can say happy, Hamza, ha, whatever, ha. These are the same. Ha, Hamza.
Yeah. So when you see that Ha, because later you'll see
So
it
Hamza
changes.
is the ones that you put on top and stuff like
That only applies to Alif, right?
No, so that we're gonna learn that. We're gonna learn that in the next, not the next page, the page after, because Hamza, it comes in four shapes. Either it comes like this by itself, or either it sits on top of an alif. It can also sit on top of a wow. It can also sit on top of a ya. It comes in four. And anytime you see it, it's a Hamza. We're gonna learn that. Okay.
Sure.
Now, the only thing that I'm gonna say before we end for today is something that people, I've noticed my students, they get confused about this a lot. Look, every other letter, for the most part, okay, so look, the letter ba, it starts with a B. The letter ta, it starts with a T. The letter tha, okay? So every other letter, whatever it starts with, the name of the letter, whatever it starts with, that's usually the sound of the letter. So for example, the letter ayn makes a ah sound. The letter ghayn makes a gha sound. Okay, the letter ha makes a ha sound. So what people do is they get confused because the letter Hamza, it starts with a H because it's Hamza, but actually Hamza makes a sound, like an A, okay? And what people get confused with is they think that alif makes an A sound. You see this alif here? People think that this makes the a sound, but what we're gonna learn in later classes is that alif doesn't have a sound of its own. It's usually there for elongating or for other purposes. Okay, this is what we call a Hamza, an alif, sorry. The letter that makes that a sound that we're familiar with is Hamza. Okay, so just because it starts with a ha does not mean that Hamza makes a ha sound, because I see this with so many of my students. They'll see a Hamza and then they'll be like ha or he, like let's say there's a fath harkas on it, right? And they'll confuse it with this sound. No, only this letter makes the ha sound. The Hamza, even though it starts with an H in the name, okay, it makes an A sound, kind of, ah. Okay, so just remember that. That's what confuses most people. And then the last two are super easy. Ya and ya, okay? And for the letter ya,
so Hamza, is it a
Hamza, not Hamza, from Hamza.
Hamza.
Yeah, there you
Hamza.
go.
It's not an awesome letter, it's a happy letter, right?
Hamza is a happy letter. Literally, happy. H for happy, 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 okay? Hamza is also happy, okay? The last thing that I'm going to tell everybody about the letter ya, and we'll stop here, is you'll find in Arabic, the letter ya, it looks like this. Sometimes it's going to come with 2 dots at the bottom. That's a tell. If you ever see 2 dots under a letter, ya is the only letter that has 2 dots at the bottom. If you look at all the other letters, no other letter has 2 dots at the bottom. Okay, there's 2 dots on the top, there's 3 dots on the top, there's 2 dots on the top, but there's only one letter that has 2 dots on the bottom, and that's ya. But sometimes they don't even write the dots, they just write it like this, empty. Okay, and you'll find this commonly as well in the Quran. And also sometimes they write it with the 2 dots like this under.
And some people can get it mixed up with like kaf, right? Because
yes, that happens all the time as well. People get it mixed up with kaf, and not this one. Okay, they don't get it mixed up with this one because this one is obvious that it's kaf. They get it mixed up. Yeah, they get it mixed up with the one in the beginning, which we're going to see on the next page in probably tomorrow's lesson. It's the one that looks like that because, but the way I like to explain that to people is kaf usually looks like a Z and this looks like a S kind of. But that's for tomorrow's lesson. So the important thing is for both of you, especially you, sister, just try to finish the letters off. Okay, the remaining few letters that are there, the pronunciation is there. Hamza, don't stress about that, guys. Now it's just the easy part, which is just memorizing them. And then I'll test you guys on these again tomorrow. Try to write them. I don't think you guys wrote the homework from last time. I just remembered, but just try to write the letters at least one time and text it to me on WhatsApp. And then I'll open it up here on the screen. Like I'll do it with some of my students when they write.
You like write it on a paper and then send the picture to you?
Yeah, you can text it to me. For example, like you see some of my students, they'll write their letters and then I'll help them kind of, figure out how to write.
Question mark on the yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Question mark on the yeah.
Because the yeah is a bit funny here. And even the meme is a bit funny here. But these are nice and there's, it's not hard. And I'll send you guys videos as well. It's also my fault. I didn't send you guys the worksheets. I'm going to send you the worksheets so you guys can see them and maybe print them or just, practice on them. All right. Jazakumullah khairan. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.